guys, welcome back. It's me, Luna Nightwind, your friendly adventuring neighborhood fox creature, and today we are back in west of Loathing. So I think today we're just gonna kind of move about the world, see what we can't see, and hope for the best. I don't really necessarily remember exactly what we're doing. I think we're just kind of cruising, trying to find this necromancer thing, and... Oh, yeah, no, that's right. I gotta find me a needle to deal with this dude, because holy cats, it's starting to sound a wee bit scary. I feel like we got... Is there a way to... Oh, yeah, I'm 2 times angry. Let's see. Let's see. That is 6-7 with +1 Moxie. That's 4-5 with nothing. Alright. Get over there. Okay. Do I have a quest log? I don't think I have a quest log. Options? No. Bum. Okay. Okay, that's... interesting. Okay, so we did this snake pit mine. Oh, hot peppers! We need hot peppers, and I think that's it. I think that's all he sent us for. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of nonsense going on over there. Alright. Let's step outside. Oh yeah, we can do that. Okay. Alright, there's not... Yeah, okay, there's nothing past this point. Alright. So I can't just meander around here. I just gotta kind of come and go, I think, to find them hot peppers. But we shall see. We shall see. Alright. Unless I can... Can I? Nope. Alright. We will... Snake pit mine, I think we've done that. Let's come out this way. I still gotta find a place. I don't have no harvesting. What's this one? That's the stripy hats. I don't want to deal with them just yet. Can't get past this pile of junk without making a racket and alerting the gang. Okay, well... Okay! Oh wait, is this the... There she is, okay. I don't necessarily want to be in there just yet. Danger spider. Weapons... This crate has weapons scrawled on it in black paint. Open it. I got a fancy kniff. You dig through the crate. It's mostly full of packing straw, but you find a pretty fancy knife at the bottom. You hear a sudden chittering coming from that big hole behind you. Oh, good. That's great. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, there's the door. Alright, so I got a fancy kniff. What? This cave door has been boarded up. Pry off the boards. Those boards can't hide from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. Oh, goodness. Danger spooter. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, "Please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it, because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a giant spider." It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Okay. What's over here? Alright, that's this. can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Alright. Fine. Oop, I just didn't want to do that. Alright, okay, so, well, is that, no way you're going back in there. Aw, man. Alright, well. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Don't do anything just yet. Danger kitchen. Okay, I like danger kitchens. Nothing looks good. Alright. Hi. You approach... this poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Kitty, how you doing? How'd you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy hat idiots. Well, that sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How's that the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long. That's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promised not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich. Or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage. But it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Alright. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? That sounds great. I don't care for it. Or how about the hot kitty instead? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. How about the hot kitty instead? Don't be ridiculous, hot kitty. What does that even mean? Ridiculous. Hey, there's no need to be mean about it. He sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant! You're a genius, kitty. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. That's that then. Can I... pointy yet. Okay, I won't let me back in there. Alright, so I guess we'll just wrap them up and get her going. Arrest them. The gang is prepared. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one which Alice carries in her medical bag. He was smaller than he looked. And head back to the Dirtwater jail. Turn him in. Is that the Stripy Hat gang? What happened to him? They had a run-in with a giant spider, a giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for the results rather than the explanations. 1,000 meat. Yay! Skill up, intimidating level 2. Groovy. Just leave. An ethereal jail, huh? Okay. Another wanted poster. Read it. Potemkin, okay. Yeah, another wanted poster. Lots of criminals around these parts. The Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and selling of counterfeit glue. That's seen headed north toward the old millinery. Interesting. No good can come from criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Would you like to go investigate? Yes, indeed. Mark the location of the old millinery on your map and spend some time saying millinery over and over. Oh, for freaking Pete's sake, you're going to make me do that, aren't you? You discovered a new map location. The old millinery. Yeah, I'm not sitting there and milling around with the word millinery. That's a good word. Yeah, sure. Okay, hold on. Inventory. I got a fancy kniff. Let's take a look here. 3 Moxie, 7 and 9. Provides the option to pry things open in certain places. Damage 5 to 6, broken board, brass knuckles, varmint skimming knife. Alright, put that over the old cavalry saber. Oh wait, inventory. I want to look at blank postcard. This is a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you send these by going to a building called a post office and giving it to the correspondence wizard who works there. Alright, post office? Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks! Alright, map. Okay, let's see. We've still got a... Okay, so I gotta pick a... Oh, wander! There we go. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace it to its source, a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that feller at the Jewel was looking for. Grab it. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. You got an item. Southeast Western Murder Pepper. Hacha. Alright, well, let's put my fingers on the right spots on my keyboard. Poker room. Kitchen. Yo. Did you find me a murder pepper? Yeah, here it is. Ah, a nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Menacing Moo, level 2. So if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new sauté knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. Alright. Go back to the post. You find P.O. Box 441, the one that belongs to the chef at the Jewel. Open it. You open the box and a torrent of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife, just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. Back to the chef. Alright, we'll do this and then we'll go do something more fun. Here's your stupid knife. Hey, you got my knife? Yep, here you go. Excellent. This will work a lot better than that hammer I was using. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died, and took the secret to his grave. Literally, I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to go do some grave digging? He's dead. You won't mind. You're not wrong. Grave digging. Let's go do some grave digging. Alright, to the Dave yard. Gonna go do a... I mean, realistically, they can't take it with them. Dave B, Dave C, Dave J, Rapapapow. Dig up his grave. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? I guess he was a garbage human then, huh? Reach inside. You're reaching into the garbage bag and are surprised to find that it's full of pudding. No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? Keep digging. You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You got an item, Dave's secret sauce recipe. Leave. Well, Broham did say he was a jerk, so, I mean, I guess it ain't surprising that it was a garbage bag. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the site of the impact and find a meteor. Pick up the loose pieces, or, you know what, get after it with my pickaxe. You pull out your pick and make short work and small rocks of the meteor. You gain a crap ton of meat, and you got an item, stardust. Unfortunately, your pick melts from the heat of the meteor. The heatier, if you will. Well, I mean, I can get another one, I guess. At least I'm sure I can get another one. Fairly sure. Got that recipe yet? The one my jerk friend Dave J took to his grave? Yeah, I got it. Hey, thanks a million, buddy. Now my slap will be world famous. Skill up, muscle level 6. Neat. Here, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell in the slop, but it's still good. You got an item. Sloppy cowboy hat. All in a day's work. Now let's take a look at that sloppy cowboy hat. What's it do for me? 3 muscle versus 1 muscle. Yeah, we're gonna put that sloppy thing on. Okay. And now, where are we off to? What's the most near thing here? Did Fort Cowardice. We could do the rail, or we can do the Snake Spring. We'll go to Snake Spring, I guess. You recognize the familiar shape of a mine shaft entrance off in the distance. You discovered a new map location. K Ridge Mine. Let's go there. Kind of off in the opposite direction, but we'll do it. I still need to find a freaking needle. I ain't got no foraging. Anything in there? No? Alright. How about here? There's a row of lockers here, must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work in this mine. The first one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. The label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo. The third one is labeled Loose Ben and has a combination lock on it. Go to the first locker. The locker contains one of those mining helmets with a lamp on it and a bottle of laudanum. Alright. Open the second locker. Open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him where they stuffed him into his locker and filled it with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerks stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful murderous intent. Alright, well, let's deal with that. Can't let this go on. We will deal with this guy, go through here, and then we'll have to probably call it a day. Let's get beefy. Why not? Ooh, 20. Whiff. And one more bonk. Yay, we won! You got an item, skeleton bone, skull chips, and a handful of loose teeth. Bits of skull. Okay, I can sell them, and I can sell them. Yay! Let's work on the third locker. There's a combination lock on here. You don't know the combo. Well, darn. Loot it. Ooh. Oh, I don't have no... I don't have my pickaxe no more. Dang it. Whoa. This just opens into a 30-foot shaft. You're gonna need rope or something. Okay. Alright, well, we'll just meander our way back to Dirtwater, I think, and then we'll try to remember to pick it up. I'll try to remember to, well, you know what, howdy there, I'm Wandering Sally. Howdy, Sally, I'm Kitty. What's your line? Trading. I wander all around these lands just like it says on the label, and I buy a little here and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see my wares? Sure thing. Let's take a look-see. What you got? Ooh, that's my junk. I needed that. Never mind. Ooh. I'll take 2. And I need one of them. Max AP and armor. Muscle, mysticality, and moxie. How much? Oh, I got plenty. Give me that. Do I want to buy the lock and the soap that I no longer need because I can't go back to that place? Dr. Sweckleton's Pure Castle Soap. Where this comes from, they call it soap. Okay. The padlock got its name because it's like a wizard that protects your house. You know what? I don't know if I will need them again, so I'll just go ahead and take them. Now grab that too, because I don't never know. Alright, well... Is there anything else I can kind of look at? No? Okay. Oh, my bad. Yeah, there. Ah ha ha ha, toasty. Alright, so I could pop back up there right quick. No, I'm gonna go back to Dirtwater because I think I might be able to get rope there. Your booze sense alerts you to the presence of a rock. Confused, you move the rock, and sure enough, there's a bottle of booze behind it. I got some cheap tequila. Shoo! You were afraid for a second that your booze sense had been replaced with some kind of rock sense. Well, I got a needle, so I'm gonna deal with this poor dude real quick. Try and fix him. Pick the lock. Pick the lock and open the hatch and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong given all the plinking and springing and clicking noises coming out of the gears and stuff. It looks pretty complicated. I see what's wrong. You recalibrate the springs and rearrange some gears, and the machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. Nothing to it. Real quick, I want to see, can I get a rope? Hey. Shovel, dynamite. Nope. Dang it. Alright, well. Alright, we'll go back up here. Alright guys, well that is all the time I have for today. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, share, subscribe, or follow if you're over on Rumble if you are so moved. If not, I just appreciate having you here if it even was for just a little bit. And with that, I will see you guys in the next adventure. Take care now!